co-host Kyle. Say what's up. What's happening, y'all? Let's get this shit going, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us have a moment of silence for Aaron bleepin' Rodgers and the New York Football Jets. Take it away, brother. Floor is yours.
Thanks, bro. As you all know, you've seen it in the show. I'm wearing my Jets jerseys, my Jets hat, my Jets hoodies. Big Jets fan, okay? So I'm going to take y'all on a little bit of a journey, all right? We're going to talk about what led up to the tragic injury that happened 4 snaps into the game on Monday.
Bro, we literally walked into the bar, sat down, ordered the drinks. Poof.
Poof.
That was it.
Yeah. So let's look back, okay? I'm going to take you all the way back to March 15th, okay? Aaron Rodgers does a surprise appearance on the Pat McAfee show. This is when all the rumors are swirling. Oh, Rodgers to the Niners, Rodgers to the Jets, Rodgers to so on and so forth, the Raiders, Derek Carr to the Jets, all that. This is before all that, okay? Rodgers comes on the show, Pat McAfee show, and says, my intention is to play again, and my intention is to play for the New York Jets. We're ready to go. That's all we needed. That's what we've been waiting for.
Quarterback away.
Quarterback away. That's all we needed. We knew after last year, okay, starting the season 7-3, losing 6 straight. Can't have it. You can't have it. We knew we needed a quarterback, so we went out and, discussions with Aaron Rodgers. He says, I want to be here, okay? Fast forward about a month, April 24th, we get the news Aaron Rodgers is traded to the Jets. Now, let's look back at the trade real quick, okay? Packers receive a 2023 first, so they moved up in the draft. They got a second, a sixth, and next year they got a conditional second-round pick that could turn to a first if Rodgers played 70% of the snaps. It's going to be a second-round pick, unfortunately. Okay?
Sorry, Green Bay.
Yeah. And obviously the Jets receive Rodgers. They moved back in the draft and got fleeced by the Patriots, who took the tackle that we wanted, and we received the 5th-round pick. So
Y'all could have used them.
we could have, but we didn't.
Of course not.
We didn't get him because Bill Belichick has to have his way. So
He owns the AFC East.
Yeah. So, anyways, April 24th, after a long month of just checking Twitter, refreshing Twitter, or formerly known as Twitter, checking it. Oh, we finally get the news. April 24th, he's a Jet, okay? World's going ballistic. Every talk show, every radio show, every Day One podcast episode, we're talking about Aaron Rodgers is a New York Jet. What does it mean, okay? July 20th, we get to the first day of training camp. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All off season, while Rodgers has been in limbo between Jets, retirement, Packers, we've been thinking, even if he does come to the Jets, is he going to be locked in? And boy, from the jump was he. Showing up early, first day of training camp, working after practice with Garrett Wilson and all those guys.
Going out with sauce to the garden.
Going out with sauce to the garden, the Taylor Swift concert, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Just living, breathing New York. Loves it. Loves everything about it. Goes on the McAfee show and says, I love it here. It's better than I thought it was going to be. It's a dream come true. Okay? All training camp. In there, locked in, smiling, working with the coaches, meeting his teammates. Looks great. Amazing throws. The offense looks great, as good as it can against our defense, which is the 85 Bears, 2,000 Ravens, 23 Jets.
22 Eagles.
20.
Hey.
But
Put some
anyways,
respect on my name.
I'll put some respect on your name, okay?
All right.
All right. So, August 8th rolls around, okay? Weeks after we found out the Jets would be on Hard Knocks. And we're all ecstatic about it. Everyone's talking about, oh, this is going to be a distraction. The Jets originally didn't want to do it. They said, oh, we're not going to show cuts of players during cut day. We're not going to do none of that. We're going to give them nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did the Jets fucking love it. They were talking all over Instagram, Twitter. They were making jokes with the Hard Knocks crew. There was clips of them switching roles. So the Hard Knocks guys were doing drills and the Jets were behind the camera. It was incredible. Awesome. Great experience seeing Rodgers, and everyone before Hard Knocks thought, oh, he's just going out with his teammates to give a good impression so no one talks about him like they did with the Packers. No. Everything was real. We saw it on Hard Knocks. He loved being a New York Jet. Still loved it, right? So Hard Knocks was a smashing success. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, bro.
3 weeks later, after Hard Knocks releases, we get week 4 preseason, or week 3, technically. Our 4th game of the preseason. Going up against the Giants. First drive, Aaron Rodgers comes in 3 and out. Uh-oh. It's not looking good. Then we get to the second drive. Whoever that guy is on the Giants, nobody knows his name.
Not even Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. He came up, gave him a late hit. Rodgers says, I don't even know who you are.
Dog.
To throw a fade, back shoulder, perfect throw to get for a touchdown. Went 4 of 7, 47 yards and a tud. 2 drives with the Jets. Walked back to the sideline, says to that Giants player, don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. It was beautiful. It's like a movie. The offseason has been a movie.
Facts. Y'all got a dog.
We got a dog.
Ready to unleash him on the whole entire league.
Absolutely. And then we get...
This is where the story turns.
We get to a day that is already a bad day in itself. September 11th. Now, I said this to you weeks ago. I said, I don't think it's not a good perception that the New York Jets are playing in New York City on September 11th. I think it's a little bit of a, And guess where we went on Monday night? We went to our favorite place in the world, Scorecard. I hate you, but we went to Scorecard. And I said to you, night before, maybe we shouldn't go. Every time we go to that fucking building, something catastrophic happens. Kirk Cousins had to go to a mental asylum after getting dominated by the Eagles. Tom Brady was forced into retirement.
A man died on national television.
The Mar Hamlin situation happened while we were there. Not good. Okay? The one game of the World Series since 2008, the last time a World Series game was canceled. Conveniently enough with the Phillies. The game that we were going to go watch at Scorecard got canceled due to rain.
The track record is atrocious.
And I said to you, maybe it's not a good idea we go this Monday. Something bad might just happen. And lo and behold, 4 snaps into his career as a New York Jet. First snap, false start, lose 5 yards. Second snap, gets pressured, gets hit. Third snap, gets pressured again, no hit, incomplete pass. The 4th snap, which is Rodgers' fault. So in a 3-step drop, your 2 tackles are taught to cut block. You're supposed to cut block, slow them down just enough because the ball's supposed to get thrown as soon as the 3-step drop happens. 3-step, throw. Rodgers holds on to the ball. Lo and behold, gets tackled from behind from, who was it?
Leonard Floyd.
Gets tackled from behind. Leonard Floyd. His cleat gets stuck in the turf, which needs to get ripped out of that fucking stadium. Pops his Achilles. Season over. So, I'm not okay. I thought about calling in sick tonight. You know what I mean? I got a little bit of sick time built up. Haven't taken many days off. So I thought about, I thought about taking a day. Let me just gather my thoughts. But you know what? No, I'm here. The people need to see me. As a Jets fan, they talked about Rich Eisen talked about it. Greeny talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about it. All the Jets legend fans are talking about it, including
Rich
myself.
Eisen said, add on to that, Vinny Testaverde was
Week 1
attendance.
Week 1, 1999, Vinny Testaverde blew out his Achilles. He was in attendance. That fucker.
He was an honorary captain.
Bad omen.
On 9/11? Yeah, bro. That just didn't add up. We're out at scorecard.
We got to stop going to that fucking place. Or at least go when neither of our teams are playing.
Fair.
Because I'm tired of being depressed halfway through our meal.
We didn't even get to the meal, bro. We had just put the drinks in.
Yeah. So I'm not doing well. I hope Rodgers is doing well. To finish off this little monologue, Aaron Rodgers today posted an Instagram post. Let me read it out to you, okay? Thank you to every person that has reached out, called, texted, DM'd, connected through a friend, etc. It has meant a ton to me, and I'll try and get back to all of you soon. I'm completely heartbroken and moving through all of the emotions, but deeply touched and humbled by the support and love. Please keep me in your thoughts and prayers as I begin the healing process today. The night is darkest before the dawn, and I shall rise yet again. Proud of my guys, 1-0. Fuck, dude. This is fucking bullshit. We were going on a ride. It was a movie. Bro, when he ran out in the dark, all the green lights and everything that were on there, just darkness. He comes out with the American flag and those sick-ass uniforms, goes out to midfield, gives the sauce handshake, and then it all comes crashing down not 20 minutes later, bro. I'm heartbroken. We'll talk more about what I think the Jets are going to do moving forward with Zach Wilson or potentially get a quarterback once we go to the recap of the game. But yeah, man, I'm not doing so hot. The hype was so real. This was the story of the year, and for it to come crashing down in 4 snaps is extremely depressing to me. So, what are you going to do? It's tough. So I'm not too sure what we're going to do moving forward. I don't know how to feel. We got a game Sunday against Dallas. It's not looking pretty. So we'll see. We'll see, boys. I'm not really sure what to think, but if any of you are watching that are Jets fans, don't lose hope. The football gods will smile upon us once more. May not be this year, may not be next year, may not be in the next decade, but let me tell you, everything's going to be just fine. Anthony's not locked into this podcast whatsoever.
My fault. I was letting you cook.
What were you doing?
The missus called.
Tell her no.
Hey, you can't tell the missus no. I figured let you cook.
Yeah. All I know is the football gods will shine on us once more. Because they've been kicking me in the balls.
Since 1970.
Since I was born. Just
Not
before
even.
that. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know,
Mhm.
there's first season in a long while, where the Jets have had actual expectations to go like on a deep playoff run.
Yeah.
And,
First
like,
season of my
yeah.
fandom.
Yeah.
First season of my fandom. The
Yeah, 'cause-
closest thing to this was when Ryan Fitzpatrick, Brandon Marshall, and Eric Decker were there.
Yeah.
But that was
is,
hope to make the playoffs, not hopes to make the Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's hopium. But yeah. Prayers up to Aaron Rodgers. And what's the next step, bro? It's
We'll
Zach.
talk
We'll
about it.
get into the games, but Zach Wilson didn't look half bad.
He did not. He did not. Well, I watched all 22. Okay, I burned the midnight oil. Did a little bit of research. Okay, I'll tell you where
Man,
I'm at once we get into.
Absolutely locked in.
Yeah, once we get into the Cowboys game next week, we'll talk about it. But yeah, man, it's difficult. So what do you say? On a lighter note, what do you say we go look at the recap of week 1, talk about some games, look at the spreads, our record off the spreads from last week?
Yeah, and then we'll look at next week's games, make our picks, and then Sporkle quiz to end it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
God
you
damn it.
fucked it up.
God damn it. I'm a fool. Hey. Listen, I'm emotional today, okay? The emotions are getting best of me. My hands are shaking. You know what I mean? We're having a bad
It's cool. It's cool. We get it.
At least I'm not calling you Skip when your name's Anthony.
True. I mean, that'd be kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Shannon Sharp keeps calling Stephen A. Skip.
Yeah, but that's different, bro. He worked
It's
with
not
Skip
different.
Bayless every single day for 7 years. Obviously,
What happens if
it's
7
muscle
years?
memory.
What happens in 7 years down the line when we're on live ESPN and you decide to quit and I got to go to someone new and it's just I keep calling him Anthony? That's a problem. That's a problem.
Yeah.
But you're never going to quit because we're going to go make millions of dollars on ESPN.
Correct. All right. Week 1. It's a lot of interesting games.
A lot of fun games.
Both of us, even Steven, at 8-8 on our picks for the week. Lions covered and won against the Chiefs.
Yep.
Which we kind of expected them to cover.
Didn't expect them to win.
Yeah. The win was pretty surprising. But, hey, we've been saying this entire time, all off season. Brand new Lions.
Yes, absolutely.
They look good.
They did. Aiden Hutchinson was unbelievable. Brian Branch with that pick 6. I mean, it's not. He did nothing to earn that one. But great play all around. Their offensive line is much better than I think a lot of people give them credit for. It was insane.
Yeah.
They didn't run the ball that well for the majority of the game, but there was no pressure.
Lions? No, they ran the ball pretty decent.
Pretty well. I mean, David Montgomery didn't.
They didn't get a lot of volume, but they ran it pretty good.
Yeah, they did. And there was just no pressure on Jared Goff the entire time.
Yeah.
So, but hey, Chris Jones, 1-year deal, $25 million.
Yeah, he saw that and was like, "All right, that's enough."
Yeah. I told you. I said Thursday night after we were done watching the game. I said Chris Jones is going to get signed tomorrow. Lo and behold,
yeah.
So he signed this week. So, they'll be better. They'll be back. Travis Kelce will probably play week 2, so I don't expect him to lose 2 in a row.
Yeah.
I just think the Lions took advantage of their opportunity, won by 1 point, covered the spread. So, hey, brand new Lions.
Brand new.
And the Chiefs got to do something about the receiving core. They need another guy.
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely. Literally, Travis Kelce was out. Nobody.
Yeah.
MVS was the guy that looked the best, and he got like what, 2 targets?
Facts. And I don't expect Kadarius Toney to be that bad like ever again in his career, but like,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah, bro, come on.
4 drops, basically gave them a pick.
Yeah,
gave
Kadarius Rager in the chat. But yeah, good win for the Lions week 1. Kansas City, good kind of reality check off of the Super Bowl. So,
yep.
The 49ers, we should have saw this one coming.
We should have.
Absolutely blew the brakes off of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It was not competitive. There was not a single thing the Steelers did right outside of TJ Watt.
Yeah.
They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't throw the ball. George Pickens is on the sideline saying, bro, I swear I like to be here, but this shit just ain't it. I'm like, yo, he has the most cocky attitude for somebody that hasn't done shit in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how he's the best in the league. Bro, catch a football.
He's like a baby AB.
Get a tud. Do something. He has done nothing in his career.
Yeah.
For all that shit he talks. I hate guys like that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, the Steelers are going to be an interesting team.
They are.
But they just ran into a buzzsaw. That's really all it was.
Mm-hmm. And we thought the Niners defense was going to take a little step back with losing their guys in the secondary. But hey, we didn't really talk about Javarius Ward coming back healthy. Yeah. Talanoa Hufanga was an all-pro last year. Nick Bosa, their line's great. Their linebackers are great still. So, I mean, when you have a front like that, hell, you don't need a good secondary. Yeah,
that is true.
And the other thing I want to bring up, too, Christian McCaffrey might win Offensive Player of the Year. And is Brock Purdy a guy? Like, did that week one? I don't want to overreact, but
yeah,
did Brock Purdy prove that he's a guy in week one?
I don't think so. I think he's gonna have to week over week. Like, if we get to like week 6, week 7, and he's still like putting up performances like that, then yeah, he's a guy.
Mm-hmm.
But
now, if he has one bad game, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, he's not a guy. But I mean, like. If he has a good season, leads him to like 5-1 to start the year, then we can start having a discussion. So like, okay,
he's a guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Yep.
Carolina, Atlanta. Atlanta took the dub. Bijan's first game. Bryce Young's first game. Close for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the skill position players out of the Falcons just single-handedly won the game. Bijan was great. Tyler Algier was great. The running game was superior. Desmond Ridder can't throw. I tried telling y'all he can't throw.
Yeah.
But the Falcons' defense looked good. Jesse Bates with 2 picks. Didn't give up a single yard in pass coverage at the safety position. So, I mean, their defense looks solid. But then again, they also went up against a rookie in his debut at a quarterback with a bunch of moving parts. On the offense. So, I mean, I don't want to take too much away from it. But Bryce Young didn't look bad in his week 1 performance, and Bijan looked as advertised.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of as advertised, if you haven't seen our short, go take a look at that first career touchdown for Bijan. Highlight reel play.
Absolutely. Disgusting.
Point.
That was disgusting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore dominating the Texans. I think we all saw that one coming. Lamar didn't look great in his return, but the defense was good. J.K. Dobbins looked good until he also tore his Achilles and is now out for the year.
Mm-hmm.
But they got some guys at running back, so I don't think they'll take that much of a step back.
Yeah, their running game's always good, so I'm not really concerned with that. The one thing I am concerned about with the Ravens is where's Odell?
Yeah. I don't know.
Are they like, I mean, they got to target the man. They got to see what they have out there. Zay Flowers was great. 8 catches for 79 yards in his rookie debut. That was cool.
Yeah.
But if they're going to have success, they need to get OBJ rolling, because if he's anything close to what he was with the Rams, they need to take advantage of that. And Lamar needs to take advantage of that. If he wants to progress as a passer and like help complement the run game, because if Lamar doesn't start throwing well, they're just going to keep throwing 8-9-man boxes at him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And CJ Stroud didn't look too bad. No tuds. I mean, it was your typical rookie week 1. You know what I mean? Kind of like Bryce Young, but yeah, nothing really highlighty out of him. I mean, the Texans are just a bad football team.
Yeah. Same old Texans.
Same old Texans. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Cleveland dominating the Bengals, blew them out at home. we saw this one coming, but I don't think we saw it to the magnitude that
No.
it occurred.
No, I saw the Browns winning a close game at home, like shocking the world week
Yeah.
1.
Boy, did they shock the world, though.
Yeah, that is by far the worst performance Joe Burrow might have had in his life. I mean, 72 passing yards on like 40% completion. The running game wasn't really going well. T. Higgins had 0 catches, 1 target.
Yeah. Pending free agent T. Higgins.
Yeah. It was just ugly all around. I'm not concerned about the Bengals, really. Because you look at it, I don't want to overreact, but Joe Burrow didn't play all of training camp this year, last year, his rookie year. So this is what the Bengals do. They start off slow. They look nervous, suspect, and then they pick it up throughout the year and they become a Super Bowl contender in front of us. So I don't really have anything bad to say about them other than, you know what I mean? It was a week 1 division rival. The Browns have had their number in Burrow's career.
Right.
So
their defense looked elite.
Yep. Yeah. So
yeah, and the number 4, the quarterback, the Browns quarterback, he looked pretty decent too.
He did. He's got that swagger back.
Yeah, he's missing some throws. I mean, the weather kind of sucked, but
yeah, and we can't really evaluate a lot of quarterbacks week 1.
Yeah.
Because it's week 1. There weren't many great performances at a quarterback this week.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to sit here and act like the Texan massage guy isn't going to be back to what he was in Houston at some point. I mean, it was week 1. So, but yeah, dude, I mean, incredible performance. I think the Browns, like I've said all off season, they're a little bit underrated in that division. They could ruffle some feathers with the Ravens and the Bengals, especially being up 1-0 in the division.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, number 4's got to play a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of their
season
team
goes on, he will though.
Mm-hmm. The rest of their team looks good.
Yeah. Buccaneers. Sorry, going into Minnesota, shocking the world. Not only covering the spread, winning by 3.
Outright win. Mm-hmm.
Straight up money line outright.
Yeah. So listen,
I figured this one would be within a touchdown.
Yeah.
I didn't think the Buccaneers were going to win. I thought, it would be like a field goal game, and it was.
Mm-hmm.
The Buccaneers, they looked pretty decent. They left a lot of meat on the bone, though. Looking back at the film.
Yep.
Middle of the field can get got.
Yep. Absolutely. And I think you look at this Bucs roster, I mean, it's not too much different from those Super Bowl years. It really is an overall roster. I mean, you look at the quarterback and you automatically assume they're going to be bad, but I mean,
right.
Let's not pretend like Baker's been terrible his entire career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He broke records as a rookie, took him to the playoffs. So like they're not going to make the playoffs. They're not going to win that division, but I mean, they're going to be somewhat competitive week to week because they've just got a loaded roster around Baker. So, I do have some concerns with the Vikings that we talked about this offseason.
Yeah.
They need a running back. Alexander Mattison played really well. But let's not pretend like the Buccaneers are trying to shut down a run. They were trying to shut down one man, Justin Jefferson, which they could not do.
Yeah. But they still won.
They couldn't stop him, which of course you're not going to stop Justin Jefferson. You can only hope to contain him. And Alexander Mattison had his way. But I mean, if they're going to start, the way to beat the Vikings, in my opinion, is to try to shut down a run as much as possible. So you have to make Kirk beat you.
Yeah.
So, and they did that. Kirk did well throwing a Jetta, Jordan Addison, but I mean, it just wasn't enough. They couldn't convert a lot of crucial third downs. Their defense has definitely taken a step back. No pass rush whatsoever.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to the Bucs. Shout out to Baker. I don't want to overreact, but he might just be the best quarterback in football.
What?
I'm just gassing.
Yeah, that's an overreaction if I've ever heard one. Good for Baker, though. I mean, he's been kicked around the latter part of his career. The 36-hour effect.
Facts.
He said at halftime that he was able to decipher the signals, the coverage signals.
Congrats. He can do what most quarterbacks can do.
Yep. Cool.
Cool.
Washington taking care of business against Arizona, but Arizona covers by 7. Fuck you, Jonathan Gannon. You continue to fuck me over constantly. They came out and played really hard, though.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Pause.
Yeah.
But I guess, dude, I don't have shit to say about this game. I didn't even look at box scores. I don't give a fuck about either of these games.
Well, the Arizona defense played pretty all right. Sam Howell looked okay.
I heard Sam Howell played relatively well.
Like, yeah, he played all right. He rushed.
Yeah.
He threw for. I think he threw for touchdown. He rushed another touchdown in to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. These two teams are just like doesn't. Who gives a shit?
No one cares.
I think the more telling sign out of this game not only is Arizona. I mean, not complete dog shit, but not like they're just gonna lay down. Like, they're gonna be competitive in these games. They might not win, but they'll give you your best shot. I thought Washington should have took care of business better than this.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I told you. I said that I don't like Washington outside of Terry McLaurin. There's really not anything I like. I mean, their defensive line, I feel like their defensive line on paper is great, but what have they done?
Right.
Like, when's the last time we looked and said, wow, that defensive line is winning them this game? I can't name one time.
Yeah.
It's
they got like mid to good guys, but nothing that like it's like, wow, this guy is incredible.
Yeah.
Like Chase Young, what has he done? I mean, Montez Sweat, he had 2 sacks this game. Pretty decent, but
cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna care.
Yeah.
You can't convince me.
Next question.
Next question.
Saints by 1 at home against the Titans. Titans cover the +3.
They do. Mm-hmm. That's the Mike Vrabel effect. I mean,
I tried to tell y'all.
I know.
I tried to tell y'all. Listen.
You tried to tell me.
Coaching will get you so far.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're right. You're right. Looking at this game, I thought Derek Carr in his debut played pretty well. I thought they left some opportunities on the table. That play call that he made himself on the go route to Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah.
Awesome play.
Dog.
That was cool watching that mic'd up moment on Twitter.
That was a him moment for sure.
Yeah, that was. And I'm hoping now that the Saints, they're starting 1-0. People are going to start looking at them as, okay, maybe they could do a little something.
Winning by 1 against the Titans, I don't know. It's going to take. They're going to have to string a couple before people start really looking like, oh,
they're going to have to. They're going to have to. But you know what I mean. Jamal Williams was terrible in his debut. Terrible. Yeah. I'm
started him in your fantasy.
I did.
Matchup against me.
Big mistake. I whiffed on that one.
Blew you out, bro.
Yeah, pause. But yeah, I thought the Saints played relatively well. They stopped the run.
Good.
Yeah, the Olave looked good. Michael Thomas actually looked good being back. If he's there too, they have a good receiving core.
Yeah.
So I like it. Again, I still don't think the Titans are that good. They're going to stay in games, but I really don't think they're that good. Like, probably a top 5 pick team. Or close.
I disagree, bro. I disagree. I think the coaching is enough to keep them in these games.
But my whole thing, and I've been right many a time before, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And they're one of the only teams in the offseason that didn't do shit outside of bringing in DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah.
And to me, that doesn't matter too much because Ryan Tannehill is your quarterback. So, You know what I mean?
We have him bridge on our tier maker last week.
Yeah, he's a bridge quarterback at this point in his career. So,
yeah,
I don't know. I'm low on the Titans, high on the Saints. But hey, shout out to the Saints and Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Prove those haters wrong, Derek Carr. Do it.
Shout out.
Yep.
Last 1:00 game. Jacksonville taking care of business on the road against Indianapolis, covering and winning.
Yep.
By 10.
Yeah,
10
31 to 21. I was super confident in my pick of the Colts covering the spread and possibly winning. It looked good for a decent bit there.
Yeah.
But then, what happens? The better quarterback pulls them ahead. Anthony Richardson looked awesome in his rookie debut.
Yeah, he did.
He looked really good. Had a rushing touchdown, passing touchdown. Michael Pittman looked really good. I said keep your eyes on Michael Pittman. He looked really good. Josh Allen, to me, was the defensive player of the week with 3 sacks for them. He had 5 tackles for loss, I believe.
Yeah.
He looks dominant. Travon Walker, the number 1 pick last year, had a sack. Maybe Saxonville is going to make a return.
Yeah, quite possibly could.
Mm-hmm. Saxonville. And also Calvin Ridley looked really, really good.
Yeah.
I think we forget just how good he was because he was next to Julio for so long.
Yep.
But now he's the certified number 1. No one's taking his targets from him.
Yep.
He
has burners.
Facts. Dude's got wheels. No lie.
Oh my God.
Damn. I think the game would have been a little bit more competitive if the Colts had any running game whatsoever.
Yeah.
They
Jonathan
needed
Taylor,
they needed Jonathan Taylor. They needed
him.
Like who was their running? Evan Hull. Who?
Who? Evan who?
Yeah, exactly. They had no running game, and I thought it would have been a little bit better. But hey, what are you going to do? Better quarterback won.
Right.
But shout out to Anthony Richardson in his week 1 debut. Had a good stellar performance against a division rival.
Yep. Yeah, you look good. 4:00 time slate. The Rams.
The biggest surprise of the weekend.
Yeah, biggest surprise. They blew the brakes off the Seahawks on the road.
Yep. Absolutely. And
I didn't really look at this one.
Puka Nacua, who?
Who?
119 yards on 10 catches, 15 targets. Who?
Yeah.
What a performance. And it goes to show when Matt Stafford has time to throw, there aren't many guys in the NFL that can compete with him. There just aren't. He is a dog when he's got time to throw. I tried to tell you that the Rams are better than what people are saying, and they did that without Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I can't name a damn person on their defense outside of Aaron Donald. But what are you going to do? They stopped a good football team, and I think it raises the question. Hashtag I don't want to overreact, but is Geno a bum? Like I kept saying, I'm telling you the truth. I tried to tell you all last year.
Here we go, bro.
I tried to tell you he was a bum.
Here we go, bro.
Nobody listened to me.
Let's revisit this question in 4 weeks if they're like 0-5.
All right. It's a little bit of a hashtag I don't want to overreact, but
that is a little bit of an overreaction.
Geno's a bum. He's going to regress. One hit wonder. But
get your hate off.
Shout out to the Rams, bro. What a
performance. Yeah.
What a performance.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald's on a revenge tour.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't have saw that one coming.
Yeah, you can see the smoke coming out of Sean McVay's ears drawing up that game.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I have to win with Puka Nacua and Tutu Atwell?
Well, let me cook.
And Cam Akers having 22 carries for 29 yards?
Let me cook.
Bro. Despicable.
Yeah. Hell of a coaching job by Sean McVay and his staff, though, having those guys ready to play at a high level like that.
Mm-hmm.
Good for them. Let's see if they can keep it rolling, though.
Absolutely.
4:25 game. Eagles taking care of business against the Patriots on the road by 5.
Yep.
I want to preface this by saying, listen, a win's a win in this league, and I'm happy we got the win.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that matters. But I've never been more pissed off at a win ever, bro. The first quarter of this game was a movie. You know how you have that monologue of the Aaron Rodgers offseason? First drive, Eagles get the ball, 13-play drive. Jalen walks them down the field. I mean, they ran the ball. They really established the run. Walks them down to the red zone. 3rd down, gets sacked. Matt Judon. Settle for a field goal. Defense comes out on the field. Sean Desai's the first look at the Sean Desai defense with this first team. Patriots driving a little bit. Mac Jones throws a pass. Receiver can't hold on to the ball. Tip ball. Slay picks it off. Pick 6. Next
70
play,
yards.
Yep. Shout out Slay. Next play. Patriots get the ball back. Screen to Zeke. Jordan Davis. Shout out Jordan Davis. Gets the club. Fumbles the ball. Eagles recover. And then we go on 3 plays later. Devontae Smith touchdown. And rocks the baby to a 16-0 lead. Bro, it was a movie. What a start, bro.
Yep.
I was sitting there like, bro, here we go. And then it's like the coaching staff forgot how to coach.
It wasn't pretty.
It was not. I mean, New England's going to be a better team than a lot of people are saying. Kind of like you were saying with the Rams.
Yep.
I mean, Bill Belichick week 1 is definitely not an ideal scenario.
Absolutely. And the Patriots didn't cover like I really thought they were gonna, but everything that I thought that was gonna happen pretty much happened.
Yeah. Like they had opportunities at the end of the game there to make some shit happen. But thank God your booty couldn't get the foot in. I cannot tell you, bro, how steaming angry I was. Because we were up 5. We're up 5. Jalen QB draw, fumble. In the page, in our own territory. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? I don't know. I mean, I liked what I saw from the play call. Jalen looked okay, a little rusty. He missed some reads. That's a tough defense to play. I mean, couple plays there. They're showing blitz. They send 8. And it looks like man on the outside, but they played like a flat 4. It's tough. When you play teams that mix it up like that, it's tough to beat them. And as far as the defense, they looked all right. I think they had their moments. They had the good and the bad.
Yep.
Definitely in the first half, I thought they were really solid. They were real. Sean Desai was being really aggressive to bring it. He brought timely blitzes, which was nice. It made the illusion that we were being more aggressive in blitzing. He was just getting the timing down better. But after a while in the second half, he started to get more passive because the blitzes weren't working. And that's when we rolled the red carpet out for the Patriots. Justin Evans' ass. I don't know why he was starting.
I don't know why he has a roster spot.
I don't know why either, bro. I really don't know why. Kayvon Wallace would have been a better player back there.
He played fine for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. He would have been. I don't know, bro. I thought the linebackers were decent. I mean, Mac Jones was kind of looking them off when the Kobe Dean went out. But I mean, what are you gonna do? First game, new defense, still trying to get stuff figured out. We came out of it a little dinged up though, but it was a good tough win on the road.
Yeah,
and
it was.
It's a lot better to win and have a lot of shit to complain about and clean up than lose.
Yes,
or win by 40.
Yep, I agree. Close matchups bring out the best film. So,
I think they'll look better as time goes on, but
they will.
Yeah, good shit. Fuck you. Keep betting against the Eagles.
No, it wasn't. I told you the Eagles are going to win, but I thought the Patriots were going to cover, and it was close.
Yeah, it was close.
It was close. Everything I said that was going to happen happened.
Yeah.
So, well, fuck you to me.
They covered Fuck you.
Yeah, good for you. Continue.
The Oakland Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders on the road against the Broncos. Not only covered, outright beat the Broncos in Denver.
Yep.
I was wrong, I guess.
Yeah, you were wrong. I was right.
That's cool.
It's the story of the week. You know what I mean? I'm right, you're wrong. But listen. We gotta have a discussion about Jimmy Garoppolo. The guy isn't that good, but he fucking wins football games, and I don't know how he does it. They didn't have They didn't have a good running game. Devontae Adams was basically a no-show. And they won.
How? How is my question?
I guess the answer
with the way that defense is, and not getting anything from your premier players. How?
I guess the answer really is Russell Wilson might. I mean, again, it's another I don't want to overreact moment, but he might actually be who he is now. Like, there may not be a saving grace there. I mean, I don't think Jerry Jeudy's still unhealthy. Their defense was a little bit suspect. It was a low-scoring game, and it was close. But I don't really. That's how if the Raiders want to have any chance at winning football games this year, they need to win like fucking 17-14, 21-17. Yep. That's how they're gonna have to get their wins. And they did it in week 1 in Mile High. I had the Broncos making the playoffs, so maybe that's not a great call. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
It is what it is, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, good for you calling that one out.
Yeah, next one. I want to talk about the next one.
Yeah.
I want to talk about
Green Bay blowing the brakes off of the Chicago Bears in Chicago. Another one where, you were right and I was wrong. But look at the records.
Yeah,
listen. I didn't rub it in with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers being the ones that covered, and I was right and you were wrong. Maybe I rubbed in the Eagles.
But I'm talking about wins. Wins. Overall wins.
Jordan Love looked really good.
He did. I didn't think he was going to look that good, but you know who I knew was going to look that bad? Justin Fields, baby. He can't throw. He can't throw. It's upsetting to me how everyone keeps thinking, oh, they'll bounce back. Justin Fields. Again, it's also week 1.
I don't want to overreact, but
it's week 1, so I'm gonna try not to you know what I mean.
I'm not gonna week 4.
Yeah, I'm not gonna shit on Dak how he played. I'm not gonna shit on guys like Kirk and all these other guys that had suspect week 1s, Joe Burrow. Yeah, but I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that.
That's fine.
Shout out to the Packers. I kept saying they've got a really good roster. And the biggest question is Jordan Love. That team now, if Jordan Love's playing like that, they have a shot at winning the division.
Yeah. Yep.
And the Bears fucking suck. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? All that money, bro.
What are you gonna do?
Man.
What are you gonna do? I tried to tell everybody.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. That's crazy.
Now, here's a guy who can't throw.
But now here's a guy.
Yeah.
Here's some guys that can throw.
Yeah.
Tua Tagovailoa and Justin Herbert. The offensive masterclass that we called happening. Yep. We're on the wrong side of this one, though. Miami ended up winning the shootout. They covered and won. Bro, 400 and something yards passing for Tua. 215 receiving for Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It's ridiculous. And I keep seeing, I'm very upset that I was laying a goddamn floor on Sunday because I didn't get to watch this game.
Yeah.
But from what people are saying, that this might be the greatest wide receiver game of all time. Like Tyreek Hill doesn't have the stats like Julio Jones did, 300 against the Panthers. But like, apparently, just pure dominance. This is one of the greatest wide receiver games of all time. I got to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean, Tyreek Hill might break the wide receiver receiving yards mark.
He might. I hope he does, because he's on my fantasy team this year in our little league. I was so stoked at that 44.5 points that he put up for me against my co-host over here.
Yeah, rub it in. But bro, Tua, of course, he's gonna have some boneheaded reads, like you keep saying he's gonna. But dude, when he's healthy and on the field,
he looked really good.
When he's healthy and on the field, bro, these guys just can't be stopped offensively.
Yeah, he looked good.
He looked unbelievable. By far the best quarterback performance of the week.
Yeah, it
wasn't even close. I don't even think another quarterback threw for 300 yards this week. Maybe I think Stafford.
Mac Jones did.
Mac Jones threw for 300 yards.
I think he threw for like 320. I think he did. Kirk Cousins threw for like 325, 350 or something like that.
No,
Mac Jones, yeah, he did throw for 300 on our defense. I was kind of sick about it, but
yeah, no one came close to 400.
No.
And it was dominance, pure dominance, 3 tutties, like 67% completion, which is, above league average. Incredible performance. I thought I was kind of like, my whole thing with the Chargers this game was, where's the whole Kellen Moore air raid offense? Because they were running the ball like crazy this game. Austin Eckler had like 125 rushing yards. Josh Kelly had like 90. They were just pounding the ball down their throats, And I don't know. I don't know what to think of the Chargers, dude. I mean, again, it's week 1, and it's hard to talk that they went up against a buzzsaw of an offense, and they stayed in the game. But I was hoping to see more of an air raid out of them with what's his face, with Kellen Moore. Him, please.
You would have thought so.
Yeah. But that's the best the team looked in a loss this week. So
yeah, that is true. Yeah.
No. But what a performance. What a performance. Shout out to shout out Tyreek.
Keep it up to Tyreek.
Yeah. Tua, stay healthy, please.
Yeah. Obviously, NFL is better with him on the field.
Yes.
But yeah, hell of a game.
Facts.
Sunday Night Football wasn't that hell of a game. 40-0. The Cowboys massacred the Giants. Now, I will say this, though. To start that game, the Giants were running it down their throat. Pause.
They were.
They were having some success.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think that first fumble just snowballed everything.
Yeah, it really started with the blocked field goal for a touchdown.
True. Yeah, the blocked field goal.
And then after that, it was just a wrap.
Yeah. How do you feel about picking the Giants to cover this game?
This game or week 2?
This game. I lied. You chose Dallas. Anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I thought you chose. No, you were on the fence for a little bit there.
I was on the fence.
Yeah,
but I was like, you got to pick Dallas.
Yeah.
Thank God I did.
We might be a little bit in differing opinions here, but I love watching games like that. I love watching just one team put their absolute fucking foot on the other team's throat and just not letting up. Like, I love that shit.
Yeah.
I think it's like, we're just going to continue to beat the piss out of you, and there's nothing you could do about it. I love games like that.
Yeah.
They're not as thrilling as, obviously, a super close, like, high-scoring game, but I think this is one of those games where you just put your hands up. You're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What else can the Giants do to even, like, slow this down?
Yep.
And I'm going to pat myself on the back, dude. I said that the Dallas defense has a chance to be the best in the league. And I would say the top 3 defenses out of week 1 are Dallas 1, Niners 2, Jets 3.
Yeah.
It was disgusting. Micah Parsons is a fucking dog.
Yep.
Their defensive line doesn't have a lot of big names on it, but it ate. Leighton Vander Esch actually looked a lot better. He looked closer to his rookie, almost all pro season than he has in recent years. And the combination of Trevon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore is fucking gross.
Yeah.
It is gross. There's no safe place to throw the ball against that defense. Your biggest hope is to establish a run game, but they're
That's the only thing.
Yeah, but it's just it's a buzzsaw of a defense.
Sure was.
Yeah. And looking at it from the Giants' perspective, I think we all knew that they were going to regress this year. They didn't. They're another team that if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. They re-signed all their guys. They didn't bring anybody in of like real value. Isaiah Simmons,
Darren Waller, but
now
but he looks like he's hurt for a while.
Yeah, and Isaiah Simmons came in too, but they didn't really utilize him the way I thought they were gonna. It was just an absolute dominant performance, and I hope you're thinking the same thing as me. I don't want to. I'm giving quarterbacks a week 1. You know what I mean?
Give him a pass.
Give him a pass. Dak didn't look incredible, but he didn't have to be. Yeah, in this game. So
I'm not putting any stock in the week 1.
Yeah, I mean,
I just think in terms of the Eagles side, I saw some things I liked. I saw some things I didn't like. I just hope we clean it up.
Yeah, there's only 2 quarterbacks that like I'm really taking week 1 seriously because it reflects all of last year, and that's Justin Fields and Josh Allen.
Yeah. Speaking of Josh Allen, after you gave your little monologue, ultimately the Jets won the football game in overtime. What a fucking thriller, bro.
Yeah. It was a movie, bro. From start to finish.
Literally, from Aaron Rodgers running out the tunnel with the American flag, goosebumps. To Zach Wilson coming in, goosebumps.
Yeah.
He honestly, he didn't look half bad, bro. He had one really bad interception. But other than that, I mean, he can only do as much as his offensive line's going to do, and they look bad.
Yeah,
they did really bad.
They looked really bad. Again, week 1, I think part of it was Dwayne Brown didn't get to play at all during training camp. He got healthy and cleared like a week ago. Mekhi Becton is still ramping up because they didn't really give him a lot of opportunity early in camp. But the interior of our offensive line looked as good as I thought it was gonna. It's just the tackle position needs to get tied up a little bit. And looking at the film from Zach Wilson, I don't know what that throw was. Across the middle of the field, Matt Milano picks him off.
Yeah.
That was a see and ghost play. You know, that was just a fucking disgusting throw.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else looked pretty good. He had a couple of passes where the broadcast was like, that's kind of a suspect throw. Like he had one across the middle to Garrett Wilson when Trey White was trailing him. And they were like, that's a little bit of a low throw. But if you really look at the film, he was throwing away from the defender. Because if that's on target, Trey White's getting a hand in there.
Yeah.
So, like, and he wasn't doing that shit last year. Not to say he's going to be any better than he was last year, but
I tried to tell you while we're sitting there.
Mm-hmm. He's
the
got
Aaron Rodgers effect.
Yeah, he's got a real chance to. This is his biggest opportunity of his career. This is make or break his career coming up.
And he can really take a step.
Yeah.
And prove like he's a starting guy. Now, obviously, when Aaron Rodgers comes back next year, he's not going to be starting.
No.
But, I mean, he's going to have Aaron Rodgers in the quarterback room, in the meetings, coaching him up.
In his ear.
We get mentor. Coach Rodgers.
Yep.
Hey. This is the best situation for Zach Wilson.
Yeah, and this is the best.
Not to mention the roster.
Yeah, this is the best team he's had around him.
Nice.
everything about the Jets that was hyped in the offseason was true last night. The running game was disgusting. Garrett Wilson is a dog, had to catch it a year last night
Yeah.
or Monday.
Almost fell out of my seat, literally.
Yeah, and the defense was just they could not catch a break off this defense.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Their defense was literally the only reason why they were still in the game.
Yeah, and that
Shout out Jordan Whitehead.
Jordan Whitehead, 3 picks. Yep. Our defensive line had 7 sacks. We only rushed 5 guys 3 times Monday night. It was a 4-man rush the entire game.
Yeah.
Which is gross. And shout out undrafted free agent Xavier Gibson with the punt return to win the game. That shit was fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
There was 3 people in scorecard at that point. Me, a Jets fan, and some drunk dude.
And me.
And you. Yeah, there was like 4 people. But no, it was a movie. But flipping side, well, not before we flip sides, I don't know who the Jets are going to bring in moving forward. And
I don't think they're going to bring a guy in.
Well, they have to bring somebody in because they only have 1 quarterback on the roster. That's true. So, and we'll talk about it when we get into, the picks for next week. But I'm excited. I'm optimistic.
Anxious to see.
I'm anxious and optimistic. But flipping sides, bro. Josh Allen without Brian Daboll is a problem. He's a problem.
I said this to you. I read it on Twitter somewhere. Obviously one of the Eagles guys, but they said Josh Allen is closer to Carson Wentz than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
But some of the decisions that he was making, some of the balls he was throwing, I gotta kind of agree with it. Yeah. Not to the level of like Josh Allen's ceiling is closer to Carson Wentz than Jalen Hurts, because obviously when Josh Allen is on, he's on. Like that last drive to get them in the field goal range to force overtime, he was on, and
that's big boy shit.
Yeah, but other than that, like, bro, it was literally shades of Carson Wentz 2020.
Yeah, a little bit, and I also think that Stephon Diggs issue that they were having early in training camp, I think we kind of saw that a little bit this game. Like, we didn't see them chattering back and forth, but I felt like there was a need to get Stephon Diggs the ball at all costs this game.
Yeah.
They didn't, you know what I mean? Those 3 deep balls were all to Stephon Diggs. And they were forced in double coverage when they didn't need a deep ball at the time.
Yeah.
So I think that they're trying to keep him happy, and it's going to cost them.
Yep. And their running game too is it's not something to write home about. It's not terrible, but
no. And what did I tell you all off season? Latavius Murray is not the savior, and it was proven to be true.
Facts.
So yeah, I'm interested to see what Buffalo does moving forward. Josh Allen is a roller coaster of a player. I expect him to be great next week, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah. Hell of a week 1 slate though. That's
absolutely. Sure. And good job, bro. 8-8 to start the week. Good job.
Yeah, good job, bro. We tied even Steven.
Yes.
Gotta love it.
So let's move forward. Let's look at some week 2 matchups. Yeah.
Let's look at the week 2. Run through this here. I don't really like any of these spreads this week.
Well, we'll get into our locks. Our locks of the week and lock and roll. We'll get to our top 3 locks. Yeah. There's 3 that I specifically love this week, and we'll talk.
Yeah,
about
me
them.
too. There's a couple that I really like, but the majority of these just blow.
Facts. Yep.
So let's not waste any more time. Let's start with tomorrow night's Thursday night football game. Minnesota coming into Philly to take on the Eagles. Like clockwork, bro. It's like clockwork.
Yep. Facts.
Primetime Kirk in the link. We remember what happened last year.
Yeah. Gross.
I don't think this is going to be the same, though.
No.
We're dealing with some shit right now on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, Kenny Gainwell's ruled out with ribs. I'm not really too worried about that because Rashad Penny will dress, and I really like Swift, Penny, and Boston Scott to be our backs in this game. Fine.
Yep.
That's fine. Defensively, Fletcher Cox is questionable. He said he's going to try to give it a go tomorrow. Cool. Bradbury's out with a concussion. Josh Job's going to be playing, which I have faith in Josh Job. He had a really solid training camp, really solid preseason, and one of our undrafted guys last year really took a step.
Yep.
And he's an SEC guy, so he's played with these dogs. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, all these dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll hold his own against Jordan Addison.
Yeah.
I really do. I think he's a guy that has been waiting for his opportunity to kind of show what he can do. And with Slay and Maddox, I think he's going to be able to kind of hold his end of the bargain. What I'm worried about, and not to mention Zach Cunningham and Christian Ellis at linebacker, mid at best. Let's keep it a buck. They'll be mid. What I'm worried about the most, Reed Blankenship is out with ribs. Everybody and their mother has hurt their ribs and now can't go. Like, what the hell, bro? This man was number 7 in tackles in the entire NFL. He had a good game. He
did have a good
really
game.
Good last week.
Mm-hmm.
Other than letting up one touchdown, he looked really good. Had a couple PBUs. Led the team in tackles.
Yep.
He's not playing.
No.
And it's the other guy on the other side, Justin Evans, that I am so fucking worried about because he was a liability all game.
Yep.
All game. Out of position, liability, all game. So you mean to tell me we're going to suit up? Because I really, like, as much as I would like to say that we're going to give Sidney Brown his shot and he's going to start, I really believe that we're going to trot out onto that football field tomorrow night at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Terrell Edmonds and Justin Evans as our starting fucking safeties. I believe that in my heart, and I'm going to be so fucking pissed off because Justin Evans is trash. Terrell Edmonds is mid at best. He didn't really wow me. He's a little slow back there, to be honest.
Yeah, he's got a linebacker body a little bit.
Yeah, he's a box safety. And we're going to need guys to cover over the top because Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison are guys that can stretch the field.
Yep.
Man, that's what I'm worried about in this game. And I really don't like that they have us at 6.5.
Yeah.
I think we win the game, though.
What's your pick?
I think that Jalen Hurts and the offense is going to look a lot better. Mm-hmm. This could be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, it could be.
Could be a high-scoring game. I hope I'm wrong. God, I hope I'm wrong. Give me the Vikings at plus 6.5. I hope to God I'm wrong. I hope I'm so wrong. I hope we win by 30. But I see this being close with the holes that we have in the back end. Mm-hmm. I think we win the game. I think Jalen Hurts is going to put this on his back.
Yep.
And the offense is going to carry us to a win. I hope I'm fucking wrong, but I really see this being close. I think it's not the same defense that they played against them last year. I liked what Sean Desai put out there, and the front is just going to be filthy. I mean, they're one of their starting linemen's out, so and Jalen Carter is going to wreak havoc like he did last week. But it's just that back end because you have Justin Jefferson, like you said. Got to find a way to stop him. I think they'll trail Slay on him pretty much all game.
Yep.
But then other than that, Like Jordan Addison can stretch the field. You're gonna have to worry about T.J. Hawkinson. If you're gonna be playing single high, dude, they're gonna be throwing go balls, bro. It's gonna be scary hours. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm so fucking wrong, but give me the Vikings to cover and lose.
I'm actually going to take the Eagles here. I
hope I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I really hope I'm wrong.
I really like the matchup. I think without the Vikings having a strong running game, I think the defensive lines will be able to pin their ears back, and it's going to be tough sledding for Kirk all night. He's going to have his moments because Kirk and Jetta do that. But I'm going to take the better overall offense with a defense that's going to be able to rush 4 men all night because they don't have a great running game. They're not going to have to stack the box. So I like the Eagles to handle business here and maybe win by double digits. So don't switch it. You can't switch up. You made a pick. You can't switch up.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're right on this one. I really do.
Okay.
Because
I do too, because that means I'm up on the week down on you.
For now.
For now.
All right. First Sunday day game, 1 p.m. The Las Vegas Raiders, Jimmy Garoppolo, stomp into Buffalo to take on the Bills. 9.5.
Yep.
Bills are favored by 9.5 at home.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on this? I don't like this. I don't like this one.
I'm taking the Bills, and I'm taking them convincingly. I think Monday was an emotional game for both sides. I think Josh Allen has a consistent career of bad game, great game, bad game, Hall of Fame game, bad game, and I think he's due this coming week, especially against that piss poor defense.
Yeah.
They're at home, season opener. I like it. I think they match up well against the Raiders offense. And the Raiders just have no answer for that offense. If they're smart, they don't stack the box. Maybe they could cause Josh Allen to make a couple mistakes. But I mean, I think it's going to be ugly. I think the Bills are pissed. And I like them to beat the absolute hell out of the Raiders.
I do too.
Yeah,
I do too. I don't know how they won against the Broncos.
Yeah,
but you're gonna have a Bills team at home trying to right the wrongs, and they're gonna take it out on the Raiders.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking disgusting. I think this is gonna be the biggest blowout of the week, personally.
Yeah. So, one of the biggest ones. Next game, a divisional matchup. Baltimore going into Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Bengals are 3-point favorites at home. I like the Ravens to cover and win.
Okay.
I like them to win. They like I've been saying, Cincinnati struggles with divisional opponents.
Yep.
In particularly Cleveland and Baltimore.
Yep.
I think Lamar didn't really have a great game.
No.
Last week. I think he has a better game. Against this secondary, it should give him the opportunity to kind of open it up and look a little better in terms of passing. I mean, we saw the number 4 in Cleveland looked pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think Lamar's a better quarterback than him. I think he's going to have his way, and that defense again. You're playing against 2 suffocating defenses.
Yes.
In a row, and we saw what the Browns just did. The Ravens are no slouches. So give me the Ravens.
Okay.
Flat outright win.
Bro's taking the money line. I'm actually going to take the Bengals here. I think they're going to be. I think that was an absolute fluke in week 1. I think they're a hell of a lot better than that. I still think they're better than the Ravens. Joe Burrow is going to be on a mission Like, you cannot lose back-to-back games against a division rival.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to allow it. I just don't. He's too damn good. Shake some rust off in week 1. You get back in the lab during the week. You know what I mean? Study the film. Look at what you need to do different.
Right.
I don't honestly have any real big reasoning for it other than that. I mean, again, this is a division matchup. It could be a 3-point game, and it ends up being a draw. But I think I'm going to take Cincinnati. Again, home opener. Yeah, that's my thought. I'm going to take Cincinnati.
It's fine.
Mhm.
I respect it. Kansas City going into Jacksonville to take on the Jags. 3.5-point road favorite here.
Yep.
What do you think?
I'm taking KC.
Yeah, me too.
I'm taking KC. Reason being, Chris Jones is going to be back. Travis Kelce is going to be back.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all.
They can be got in the pass game though.
Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. Not going to bet against them with Travis Kelce and Chris Jones.
Right.
That's it. That's all. That's all I have to say. I think Pat Mahomes has a stellar performance this game. I think Trevor Lawrence looks good. But Patrick Mahomes needs to prove a point this week. Yeah,
and then getting Chris Jones back, you'll be able to kind of shore up that run defense.
Yeah.
It'll look a lot better. So,
yeah.
This is an interesting one right here. The Chargers on the road in Tennessee, 3-point favorites.
Yep. What are your thoughts, bro?
Man, it's interesting because, I mean, you look at, bro, I don't know. This is like a
coin flip.
A perfect spread.
Yeah, this is perfect. I'll say who I'm going to take. The Titans did me wrong last week, so it just makes sense to bet against them again. Yeah. So I'm gonna bet against them. I'm gonna take the Chargers on the road. Again, I think Tennessee's a bad football team. I think the Chargers are far and away better than them. Like, it's not close. I think week 2, you know what I mean? You're starting to pick up some momentum. I think we're going to see a little bit more of that air raid. And I don't have the quarterback mismatch is just outrageous.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of convinced me. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, it's I don't think this one's actually going to be very pretty. I think the Chargers are going to win handsomely.
Yeah.
So, that's an easy one for me.
Yeah, no, you make good points.
Yep.
You know, you really didn't see much of the air raid, and Tennessee's kind of sweet in the secondary.
Yep.
So, yeah, you could see that utilized. Green Bay going into Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Pretty much a toss-up. Packers are 1.5-point favorites on the road. Give me the Packers.
Okay.
To win on the road. I mean, banking on the fact that Jordan Love is going to look the way that he is with the running game of Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. Like they got dudes on the offense. And I think you saw last week with a quarterback in Justin Fields who could not throw in week 1.
Yep.
Going up against another quarterback that can't really throw in Desmond Ridder. Could be the same story.
Yeah.
This one could be like not even close.
Okay. I like that.
So give me Green Bay.
I'm going to take Atlanta to outright win in this game. I don't think the Falcons know that they're bad yet, especially coming off a week 1 win.
Mm-hmm.
And reason being, I don't like the matchup at all. The Packers offense versus the Falcons defense. I think AJ Terrell is a top 5 corner in football. He proved it last year. He looked great last week. And the Packers, they played a pretty bad secondary last week. They played a really bad secondary. Outside of Jeremy Chin, J.C. Horn was hurt early, so he wasn't around. And I don't. If Romeo Dobbs or Christian Watson's your number one going against A.J. Terrell and Jesse Bates in the secondary, I think they're in for a tough one. I think Jordan Love regresses heavily in this game.
Okay.
And I think Atlanta's going to be able to establish the run. So, with that being said, I think this is a close one. I think the Packers are too talented to get blown out, but I think the Falcons are going to go ahead and start the season 2-0 and shock the world a little bit.
Damn. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I respect it.
Yep.
Next one, Seattle going into the Thunderdome, Ford Field, take on the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
The Lions are 5.5-point favorites at home. Looked good last week. Seattle didn't look good last week.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on the matchups, brother?
For me, this one's kind of easy. I like the Seahawks a lot. I think they possibly win this game too.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Lions are coming off an extremely emotional win in week 1. You beat the reigning champions in the season opener.
Yeah, by one.
Yeah, by one. I think it's an emotional. They're riding high right now, and I think they're going to come out flat in this game. And I think the Seahawks are going to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I like the Seahawks to cover, possibly win.
Yeah.
The only thing that has me worried is that the Lions have a 10-day rest.
Yeah.
But still, I think they're riding high, a little too high, and I think they're gonna get put in check a little bit by the Seahawks. I probably will take the Lions to win, but within a field goal. So
Yeah.
I'll take Seahawks.
Yeah, I'll take Seattle as well. I don't think they get blown out like the way that they did last week, 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I think they'll come out with a sense of urgency on the road. I mean, that place with those fans is going to be tough to play, but I think Seattle's kind of used to that with their own home field.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think they look that like they did last week, 2 weeks in a row. I just don't see it with the talent that they got on overall. I think they make this one like a field goal game.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
You let me go first because you want to agree with me. I see how it is.
No.
All right.
I just want to hear your thoughts, brother.
Okay.
Next game here. Indianapolis Colts going into Houston to take on the Texans. 2 rookie quarterbacks, 2 rookie head coaches duking it out.
Yep.
I like the Colts.
I do too.
I like the Colts to win. I think Anthony Richardson looked a lot better than C.J. Stroud. I feel like the Colts are the more complete team right now overall, and I think Shane Steichen has these guys playing well.
Mm-hmm.
So give me the Colts.
The Colts just have a better
one.
The Colts have a better roster overall. Again, Jonathan Taylor not being there is a bit of a problem, but I don't really think it's going to matter. Like the Colts are a little bit like the Bucks in a sense that they just have a really good roster. You just are concerned about quarterback,
right? Yeah.
So yeah, I like the Colts, whereas the Texans have a lot of holes. So
yeah,
I'll take the Colts here.
Okay. Next game, last 1:00 game. The Chicago Bears going into Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay 2.5-point favorites at home. Listen, Baker Mayfield looked good last week. I think it keeps going. Give me the Bucs at -2.5. Like you said,
well, you're abandoning
secondary.
You're abandoning ship already on your Justin Fields.
No, I'm not abandoning
Justin
ship.
Fields propaganda.
No, I don't know, bro. I think, like you said with the Falcons, I think Tampa's one of those teams where like they don't know that they're not like good yet, and they're still riding a high. against from beating the Vikings, which could play in the Bears' factor, but their defense is solid. They got guys around Baker, and he looked pretty good last week. I think it continues. I think you can get him downfield with Godwin and Mike Evans. Just got to get the tight ends to catch some passes here, and they're at home. Home opener. Yeah, I think the media will start looking at this new look Bucks team as a sleeper wild card team in the NFC. But I don't know. We'll see. Give me Bucks.
Nice.
Now, I already know, Kyle.
Bucks next question. Bucks next question.
Next question.
Bucks next question. Justin Fields can't throw. Baker can a little bit. I like the Bucks roster over the Bears. Next question.
Next question. New York Giants going into Arizona to take on the Cardinals. The Giants are 6-point road favorites. This is another interesting spread. Because on one hand, you look at the Giants as, you got guys. Daniel Jones can kind of spin it. Saquon can run it. The defense is cool.
Yep.
But the way the Cardinals played against the Commanders last week, keeping it a 1-score game, even leading a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think, brother?
I'm taking the Giants. Josh Dobbs isn't going to have a game like he did last week. The Giants do have a good defense. And to be fair, we can't really say the defense played like shit because they weren't on the field that much last week.
Yeah.
It was, you know what I mean? It was the Giants offense going down the field, turning the ball over. And then the Cowboys didn't really capitalize that much on offense. Half the score.
It was just the defense.
Yeah, it was the defense. So, I mean, I'll take the Giants here for a bit of a bounce back. I still don't believe in them, but I mean, I can't bet on Josh Dobbs, bro. I'm sorry.
I can't bet on Jonathan Gannon, bro. Even though he fucked me last week. Give me the Giants.
All right. Respectfully.
I could see this being a 1-score or less game, though. But
I could, but
yeah,
I won't bet on it.
Fuck Jonathan Gannon.
No.
He can continue to fuck me all he wants, pause, but hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
I hope the spread when they play the Eagles is 49.5. I hope it's a college spread.
Yep.
Hope it's Michigan and Eastern Kentucky State. Or some place that you've never heard of. Next game here, divisional matchup. San Francisco going into LA to take on the Rams. San Francisco 8-point road favorite. Yeah, the big time performance last week.
Yep.
From the Rams players.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Rams to cover.
Okay.
This is a divisional game. These two teams. When Matthew Stafford's healthy, like you said, it could go either way.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, I could totally also see the Niners just shitting on the Rams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Division game. It's gonna be close. Give me the Rams to cover, not win.
Yeah. I like San Fran in this game to cover. I think it's going to be another double-digit blowout. Reason being, the Rams, again, a huge emotional win. Everyone's betting against them. And Stafford basically put the entire team on his back last week. I'm sorry, Puka Nacua and Tutu Atwell are not beating that Giants defense. That Niners defense. It's just not happening. I don't see that happening. The Rams have no running game. This could be a shutout.
Yeah.
This could be a shutout. It's just bad matchup. It's a bad matchup. Give me San Fran.
Yeah. I like it. Another bad matchup here. Jets going into Dallas, take on the Cowboys. The Aaron Rodgers Jets.
Yep.
9.5 is the spread on this one.
Yep.
Give me Dallas to cover. I'm sorry, bro.
No Aaron Rodgers,
I don't have
no
faith.
hope. I know. No Aaron
I don't
Rodgers,
have
no hope.
faith in Zach Wilson going into Jerry World and shocking the world. I do think that the defense will put up a fight, and you guys may be able to run on the Cowboys defense, but I can't bet against the Cowboys in this one. I'm sorry, bro.
It's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna take a little bit of the homer pick here, but I have legitimate reasoning. I think this is actually going to be a really low scoring game. I think you're looking at the two of the top 3 defenses in football.
Yeah.
I think it could be something along the lines of like 20-13. Touchdown game. Like a touchdown game. 10 to me is a lot because of our defense.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to be cover darlings this year. Now that we don't have Rodgers, I think we are going to be cover darlings because the freaking spread's going to be ridiculous, but the defense is going to keep us in games.
Yeah. I just think in terms of this one, you again, like you said about some of these other teams, you're coming off of a huge emotional win in overtime.
Yep.
Losing your franchise quarterback. You might come out a little flat this week.
We might.
But that's all right. I think, the Jets could very well be cover darlings this year, like you say. But
yeah, I don't think they win.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I honestly didn't think they'd win with Rodgers. So.
I thought they would because Dallas struggles with Aaron Rodgers historically.
They do.
So I thought he would have given you all the edge, but without Aaron Rodgers, man, as much as we like what Zach Wilson did on Monday, going into Dallas in Jerry World, I'll be shocked if he spins the rock and really.
What if we win,
him.
Bro? What if we win,
yeah,
bro? Bro,
the hopium.
The hopium is high, but just imagine talk show TV on Monday talking about how shit the Cowboys are and how shit the Jets are. I can't
Zach
imagine.
Wilson.
I cannot imagine.
Oh man, yeah. All right, so yeah, give me Dallas, and you'll take the Jets. Cool. Last 4:30 game here with Washington Commanders going into Denver to take on the Broncos. Do we know what Jerry Jeudy's status is? Is he playing in this?
We don't know.
Honestly,
personally, for me, it doesn't matter. But
I'll look really quick.
Yeah, take a peek.
You give me your pick and your reasoning while I go see what Jerry Jeudy's status is.
Okay. I'm gonna take Denver in this game. I don't like the team at all, but I think at home, second time in a row, I think Sean Payton's going to have these guys ready. I think this is going to be one of those coaching masterclasses. I don't think Russell Wilson looks that great, but I think they just get it done by the skin of their teeth. And I think they win by 5, 6, 7 points, something of that nature. That's a tough defense to go up against if you're Sam Howell. Especially the secondary, Justin Simmons, Pat Surtain, who might just be the best corner in football. So, yeah, I kind of like Denver to win this game and cover.
Yeah, I do too. Jerry Jeudy is questionable, and it says that he was limited at practice on Wednesday. Yep. Sean Payton said that he was close to playing in week 1, so he is probably going to be dressing and suiting up for Sunday. Just give me the Broncos. I'll ride with you on that 3.5. Okay. I don't think Sam Howell. This is going to be the first legitimate defense that he sees, and he didn't look like he looked okay against Arizona, but he didn't look like great. I thought he was going to look great. He didn't. Against this defense, I think you start to see the rookie wall. Who knows what Terry McLaurin looks like? He was dealing with a toe, didn't really contribute that much last week. And the defense could give Russell Wilson some fits, but having Jerry Jeudy back adds more at his disposal. And dropping 2 in a row at home, I think, is very unlikely. So give me the Broncos.
Okay. I like it.
All right.
I like it.
Sunday Night Football. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, wait, that's Monday Night Football. Sorry.
Waiting all day for Sunday night.
Miami Dolphins going into Foxborough to take on the Patriots. Division matchup. Fresh off of the 400-yard passing game. Only 3-point road favorites here.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Belichick put up a fight. I don't
Eagles,
think it's going to be enough this week, though. Give me the Dolphins at -3.
Okay.
That Patriot. Listen, that the front seven is no joke.
Yep.
But I do worry about the back end.
Yeah, the back end's not great
against Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle.
I mean, who are they trotting out there? Kyle Duggar and who?
Sorry. One of the Jones brothers.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I think they'll be able to air it out on the Patriots. I feel like their defense will have it a little bit more together than ours did week 1. I mean, shit, we had like half of our defense was new guys, Sean Desai. We were just trying to get things going. The week 1 rust, knocking that off. Miami is already a well-oiled machine. I think they're gonna dominate. I think this could be double digits.
Okay. I actually like the Patriots to cover and win.
Okay.
At home, Sunday Night Football. The Patriots always win in Sunday Night Football.
Is Tom Brady playing?
Yes. Again, I can't deny going into Foxborough's fucking hard.
It is hard, yeah. But I think the Dolphins can get at least 3 on the Patriots.
I don't.
I just think the discrepancy is quite wide.
You very well.
Although coaching can close that gap. Like I've said, good coaching can take you places.
It can.
But I don't know. I just think the outright talent discrepancy is wide enough that they can get at least 3, which is why I picked the Eagles last week to get 4.
Mm-hmm.
I
like New England to win. I do. I don't know why. I just do.
Okay.
I can't give you a reason. I'm not gonna.
All right. Cool. You don't.
I refuse. Good. I'm not gonna.
You don't have to give us a reason. You can just give your.
I'm not. I'm just gonna say what I'm just gonna say what my chest.
All right. Yeah. Say it with your chest, brother.
I'm gonna run with it. That's it.
Cool. Go
Simple
for it.
as that.
All right. First of the doubleheader on Monday Night Football, Saints Panthers in Carolina. Saints are 3-point road favorites. Again.
Yeah.
This is one of those spreads that's like, bro.
Come on.
Yeah. What do you think?
I like New Orleans to cover. I do. Bryce Young didn't look bad in week 1, but I think there's a gap in the quarterback there. Saints are a tough defense to play against. Carolina's at home, so I give them a shot. But I don't know. I think no JC Horn next week.
Yeah, no JC Horn.
Chris Olave and Michael Thomas are going to eat. I expect Jamal Williams to have a bounce back game. So I'm gonna take New Orleans here.
I'll take New Orleans as well.
Mm-hmm.
That wide receiver duo should eat that secondary alive.
It should.
Last game, second one of the doubleheader. The Cleveland Browns on the road against the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2.5-point road favorites here. You have the Cleveland Browns who absolutely dominated. Defense looked elite against Joe Burrow. Offense looked good. Kind of getting the gears moving with number 4. Nick Chubb looked very good. Steelers not so much at home. But it's primetime Mike Tomlin.
Facts.
and it's a division opponent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. This is tough.
I'm taking Pittsburgh. I bet with them last week and they disappointed me. I don't expect it to happen twice in a row at home. I love Mike Tomlin as a home dog. Give me the Pittsburgh Steelers to win.
Give me Cleveland.
All right, I respect it.
They just look really good. I like
do.
the Jim Schwartz defense. If San Francisco was able to like do what they did to the Steelers last week at home, I know this is prime time, but I don't know. The Browns look legit.
They did.
I don't want to. This is one of my week one. I don't want to overreact. But the Browns, once number 4 really gets his groove going, they might be a legit team in the AFC.
Well, the last time he got his groove going, he had 23 civil lawsuits. So
I'm not talking about that groove, bro. I'm talking about on the gridiron football field.
Oh, okay.
Once he gets acclimated to the offense and the targets around him, like Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore, David Njoku,
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yes, those guys. Not the massage parlor workers. Not that group.
Yeah. Okay.
He looked promising in his debut. The defense was absolutely locked down, and Nick Chubb, I think, can run all over this defense.
Okay.
So
all right. I respect it.
I don't know. I just think they're the better team.
I respect
and if San Francisco can go in there, we talk about how well Mike Tomlin plays at home. If San Francisco can do that, I think Cleveland can do that too.
Okay.
Maybe not on the level of like blowing them out and shutting them out completely, but I do think they could win by 7 to 10.
Okay. I don't hate it. You chose 12 of the 16 games the road team to cover.
Hey,
you know what's crazy?
Warriors this week, I guess.
Last week I took 13 of the home guys.
Hey, home Warriors, road Warriors.
Yep. All right. Lock and roll locks of the week.
All right, my 3 locks of the week. We got Tampa Bay at -2.5. All of these guys are the theme. Road Warriors.
Yep.
Tampa. Actually, no, not Tampa. Tampa's at home.
Yeah, Tampa's at home.
2.5 at home versus the Bears. I like the home opener. They looked really good against Minnesota. We look at Minnesota. I mean, at least you do, in a higher light than Chicago. Actually, more the national media really looks at Minnesota more legit than Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa's offense moved the ball. They looked well. Baker was spinning it. The defense was doing their thing. They got timely stops, even though they were getting aired out. Is Justin Fields going to be able to do that on this defense? We'll see. Maybe he takes over with his legs, but could have said the same thing last week. He didn't do that. Yeah, I think again, this is one of those teams that, you know, they just don't know that they're like not a contender in the NFC just yet, but they're too good not to be winning competitive games. I like Baltimore on the road to cover +3 and actually win. I just Cincinnati struggles with Cleveland and Baltimore for some odd reason.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the playoff game last year, they got bailed out by a turnover return for a touchdown. Other than that, they were on their way to losing that game.
They were.
With Pro Bowl alternate Tyler Huntley.
Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley. He can walk the streets of Baltimore. No one's going to recognize him, but he can introduce himself as, hi, I'm Tyler Huntley, Pro Bowler for the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Pro Bowl quarterback Tyler Huntley.
How stupid is that, bro?
So dumb. I hate the alternates, bro. Like, I think they should bring in alternates, but they shouldn't get a Pro Bowl nod for it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Lamar looks better this game. Cincinnati's defense, in terms of the back end, it's kind of a question mark.
Yeah, a little bit.
They let the Cleveland Browns quarterback look pretty decent in his first action back in a while. So I think Lamar Jackson, he turns it up here.
Yeah,
and looks better than he did last week.
Okay,
he's gonna have to because J.K. Dobbins is out. So I think Mark Andrews, I think, is playing this week. You got Zay Flowers, OBJ, whoever the hell knows what's going on with him. But yeah, I think they'll look better. And then after that, Cincinnati will probably go on a tear. My absolute lock of the week, the Colts to win, -1. I just think they have the better overall football team. Houston, a lot of question marks right now. Anthony Richardson looked good last week. Shane Steichen, he had them boys playing with Doug for a while, and then things went off the rails. But 2 rookie head coaches, I think Shane Steichen is more suited to take the dub in this one.
Yeah. I'll always take an offensive coach over a defensive coach unless it's Bill Belichick.
Yeah. And listen, I know Shane Steichen is a hell of a coach. I know he's going to have a good game plan. And they don't have a terrible roster either. I mean, it's not great, but good enough to beat the Texans on the road, I think.
Yes, I agree.
So yeah, those are my lock and roll picks. Now your lock and roll picks.
Okay, starting off first, Buffalo, 9.5-point favorite at home against the Raiders. I really like this. I think they're going to bounce back heavily after Monday night. I think they're pissed off. Josh Allen's a roller coaster, and whenever he's down, he immediately has a big-time game, and I think this is the game he's going to do it. I think Stephon Diggs might have 150 receiving yards. Gabe Davis might have a tut or two. Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox going to look really good. Josh Allen is going to have a really, really good game this week. And the Raiders, Josh McDaniels, I just don't think he's a good coach. I don't think he's going to have a good way to beat this Bills defense. And yeah, that's basically. I think the talent discrepancy is giant. I think the home opener for Buffalo and the Raiders had a little bit of a. I don't know. I think yeah, basically. So,
okay.
Yeah.
What if they start 2-0 off of this?
I'll probably hurl. I'll hurl because that would mean, based off my picks, they'd be leading the division. So
that'd be nuts.
My other one, I have the Jets covering the 9.5-point spread at Dallas. Reasons, like I said earlier, I think the defenses are so dominant that it's going to be a low-scoring game. I don't think there's enough juice yet in the Dallas offense to really put points on the board, especially against a defense as talented. And the biggest thing is Zach Wilson has to put at least like 10 points on the board for them to cover.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Dallas gets north of 20, personally. I think the defense is just too good. I don't think Dallas is a well-oiled machine on offense yet. So, yeah, I like the Jets to cover here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then my absolute lock of the week. I think Seahawks win in Detroit. Detroit's coming off the biggest win they've had since fuck knows when.
Yeah.
I think the Seahawks, they have expectations on themselves. They have a hell of a coach. I mean, both teams have a great coach. But Pete Carroll's going to have these guys ready to go. Their defense looks solid. Their offense is a little bit suspect. I think Geno sucks, but he'll be a little bit better. And yeah, I just think Seahawks are too talented to start 0-2. I think the Lions are riding on a little bit of an all-time high and I think it's too much. So I'm going to take the Seahawks to cover and win.
I respect it, and I picked that one right with you.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see. Do you have the tallies of where we're at as far as picks? Like you versus me this week?
All right. So the games that you and I are different on are Minnesota and Philly, Baltimore and Cincinnati, Green Bay, Atlanta. LA Rams and San Fran, Dallas and New York, New England and Miami, and Pittsburgh and Cleveland. So there's a lot of differences in this list this week.
Yeah.
Last week, I feel like we picked most of the games together, but this week's a little bit different. So I can't wait to kick your ass.
I can't wait to kick your ass.
You're not gonna.
Either that, or we're just gonna go even Steven again.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Because you said the same shit last week.
Yeah, and I did. I kicked your ass.
No, you didn't. We went 8-8.
I did.
Oh shit, my bad.
Very good. So, yeah, that's our picks of the week. Again, I'm super excited about football. Football is back. I'm depressed as a Jets fan, but football's back. Okay. So let us know if you're riding with us at all, what you guys think of our picks this week. And leave a comment down below. What do you think the most crazy pick that we've had? What's your crazy pick of the week? Let us know down in the comments. Make sure you leave a like, do all that stuff. All right. Let's get into out of left field. What do you say, huh?
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do
Let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I picked the list today. Another
did.
Sporkle quiz.
Can
you zoom in just a little bit? Thank you.
How's that?
Good.
Good.
So we got top 5 single season rushers by franchise.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 guys, 32 teams, 160 names, 160 guys in 14 minutes. It's about 12 a minute.
Yep.
So we'll see how many we can get.
What's the goal? 75%?
I mean,
I think we can do that.
Yeah, I think so.
Ready? You ready? Let's go. So Arizona, I immediately think of David Johnson in 2016, which gets us Rudy, Anthony, Larry Johnson, all those guys. Anybody else in the Cardinals you know?
2007?
Yeah, that's tough. I see Ray Rice,
Jamal Lewis.
Did Lamar have 1,200 yards for them? Yes, he did.
Got Ernest Jackson, Steven Jackson for the Rams.
Mm-hmm. Forsett maybe in 2014.
Good poll. Justin Forsett.
O.J. Simpson.
The
GOAT.
Thurman Thomas.
Fred Taylor. I mean, he's not. I don't know why his name came to mind.
Taylor, Fred Taylor, Jim Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Fred Jackson.
Oh,
no, we already had Jackson.
We already had Jackson. I don't know why he came to mind,
Marco
but
Murray.
We'll do him. We'll also do him.
Shady McCoy.
He's a Bill.
He's there on the Eagles somewhere too. Yep. McCaffrey.
Oh, really? He wasn't the 2019 Panthers rusher?
Thought so.
Oh, Otis Anderson for the Cardinals. Jamal Anderson for the Falcons.
That's right. Jamal Anderson.
Was that Stewart back then?
Jonathan Stewart.
2009.
James Stewart for the Lions.
Yep.
Michael Turner for the Falcons.
Yep, Turner. Good pull. Mm-hmm. I don't know those 2019 Panthers. I feel like this should be McCaffrey.
Was 2005. Was that Warwick Dunn?
Probably. Yep, Warwick Dunn. Bears, that's going to be Walter Payton easily. It's also going to be Matt Forte at some point. 2016.
Jordan Howard.
Nice. Good pull. I was thinking of the name. That also makes me think of Doug Martin because he fell off.
Curtis Martin for the Jets and Patriots.
Bengals, Dillon.
Corey Dillon, yep. 2012. Oh, man. Who is there back in 2012?
Who's back in 2012? Who are we looking at?
For the Patriots. Nah, it wasn't I wasn't Maroney. Deion Lewis? No.
Oh, we already did Lewis. Cowboys, we're going to have Smith, obviously.
Yeah, Emmitt Smith is on there.
We're going to have Herschel Walker. Probably. Walker. We're going to have Elliott. Lord, I can't spell.
Tony Dorsett. Boom. Cowboys done.
Broncos, it's going to be Terrell Davis, which for some reason makes me think of Marshall Faulk and Eric Dickerson and Barry Sanders.
Go Cook.
And Jim Brown.
Go Cook, bro. And Nick Chubb,
Nick Chubb.
which makes me think of Maurice Jones-Drew.
Jones, and then what about Drew? Okay, I guess Jones, Drew.
Jones dash Drew.
Yep. 2019.
Which Leonard Fournette.
Fournette. Oh my God, he's on a list. 2022. ETN.
Travis Etienne.
Already?
Yeah. Which
2020
was
Yeah, I don't know. That I don't know. Houston Texans. That's going to be Foster.
Arian Foster.
2019. I have no idea. Packers. It's going to be Amon Green and Eddie Lacy.
Damn.
Yeah, boy can move. 2022 Lions. Is that Swift? No. Kenyon Johnson.
Anderson.
Who?
Or Jamal Anderson?
Oh, we have that. We don't have Williams though. Jamal Williams and
D'Angelo
D'Angelo Williams for the Panthers.
Ricky Williams with the Dolphins.
Yep.
Scroll down a little bit.
Yep,
9 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just to see some of the guys. Eagles. 07 was Westbrook. 99. Ricky Waters. Deuce Staley. 99.
Yep.
1979 was what was his name? Wilbert Montgomery, I think.
Yep.
Yes. Look at
bro.
that. Seahawks. Sean Alexander. AP.
Oh man.
Marshawn Lynch.
Oh.
94.
Yeah, that's brutal. Gore.
Frank Gore. Roger Craig.
Roger Craig.
1998.
Some of these are tough, bro.
Tiki Barber. Saquon. Brandon Jacobs. Either Brandon Jacobs or what's the other dude's name? Can't think of it. Oh, Ahmad Bradshaw. Yeah.
Cool.
Marcus Allen.
Wow, Bo Jackson's not on there.
No. What's his name? Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, that makes sense. Jacobs. Man.
97 was. Oh man, what's his name? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue, bro. I don't know. Clinton Portis could pull.
And for the Broncos in 03.
Derrick Henry for the Titans.
Yeah, 2,000 yards rushing. And we got Travis Henry for the Bills, whoever.
Eddie George for the Titans.
Eddie George. That should be on there, right? Yep.
Which is also Earl Campbell.
Yep. Campbell. Oh, shit, can't type.
Hell yeah. Steelers. Le'Veon Bell.
Probably. Ricky Bell for the Bucks.
Ricky Bell. Rashad Mendenhall.
My God.
Bro.
My God. What a pull. How did I spell that right? Oh, man. Some of these are tough.
We're doing pretty good, though. Saints. Alvin Kamara.
Yep.
No, he's not on there. No, he's not.
Oh, no, he's not. Oh, man. Running backs.
I don't know.
Not a clue, bro. Not a clue.
New York Jets. What's his face? Sean Green. Chris Ivory. Okay, never mind.
Already got Green.
You got.
Yeah. Oh my God, running backs for the Jets back then. Fuck. Who did we have? Who's the Riggins? John Riggins.
John Riggins. Yep.
Oh, he's not there, but he's there for the Commanders.
Washington. 2012 was Alfred Morris.
Probably. Paul and Joe Morris
Joe
for the Giants.
Hell yeah. Who? Still stuck on that Patriots guy.
I know. I know.
All right, let's see. Vikings, 2020, Dalvin Cook. 2002, is it Michael Bennett?
Nice.
Let's go.
You're sick, bro.
Man,
Man, I feel like we're gonna miss some guys here,
we are gonna miss some guys. I'm gonna
and
be
it's gonna
pissed
be
off.
it's gonna be disgusting. Who's
Garrison Hurst for the Niners.
No, unless it's like
Hearst. There you go. Kareem Hunt.
2013 Chargers. I feel like should be easy, but it's not.
Not Darren Sproles. Oh, Ryan Matthews.
That's right.
Yep.
What a stupid way to spell Matthews. Stupid. We need to get 4 more names to hit 75%.
We can definitely do that. We got 4 minutes to do that.
2005 Bills, no.
2009 Bengals, was it Cedric Benson?
And spell, yes, it was.
Yep.
Good shit. 04 Broncos, 2010 Raiders, bro.
Man, what's his name, bro? I can't even think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue, bro. I know he played for the Raiders and the Cowboys. Running back.
Oh shit. Oh my god, I know it.
I know, bro.
Darren McFadden. Darren McFadden.
Yes, Darren McFadden. Thank you. I don't know why I was thinking of Deshaun Foster. Where's the? We have the Panthers. Carolina. Oh yeah, we already did that. Never mind.
Can't even see the Panthers. What am I, blind?
It's all the way up at the top.
Yeah,
it's already done.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. We're gonna miss some like Hall of Famers. I have a feeling.
That's all right.
Like 1997. Nah, I don't think I'll know that. Like that's all. This is a lot of yardage for some of these teams.
Yeah, bro.
This is a lot of yardage. Like 89 Chiefs. I've got Holmes. I've got Charles. I've got Johnson. Oh my god.
06 Steelers wasn't Bettis. Who was the other guy?
Yeah, I know. That's another one that's pissing me off. I got Edgerrin James. I got Marshall Faulk for the Colts. Like I think I have the Colts completely done.
Patriots 2012 too is what's fucking killing me.
Facts, bro. That shit is difficult.
It definitely wasn't Danny Woodhead. He did not put up. Well, how much is that? 1,200 yards. Maybe put Woodhead. No. Stephen Ridley. Yep.
Oh man. Oh, was it? No. I don't know why. I just threw that name out there.
2.5 minutes.
Yeah. We just got to think of names now. Just fucking people. Because we need one more name in 2 minutes. 05 Bills, 07 Ravens.
Y.A. Tittle for the Cardinals? No, not Rusher.
Quarterback, dumbass.
I was thinking quarterback. What the fuck did I saw 1960. I was like, oh, man.
Y.A. Tittle. Yes. Oh, that is a fucking. Oh, no.
Oh,
wait,
God.
2019 and 2016 Texans, bro.
I feel like we should know this.
Who was their running back with number 4 in 2019?
Number 4.
The guy that plays in Cleveland now. Who was his running back in with Houston?
David Johnson? No,
I did David Johnson for Cardinals. He was there like only like 2 years ago.
Oh man, bro, I don't know.
That should be so easy. Those names are gonna throw me off.
I know. Jags 2022.
Oh yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Jerome Robinson?
Oh man, James Robinson.
James Robinson.
All right, well
we hit 75%.
Cool.
09
Charlie Gardner for the Raiders. Nope. Damn. Bro,
Oh man,
Packers
09 is annoying. Yeah, we definitely missed some dogs on this list. 100%. Like 1,500 yards in 94. Like another 1,500 for the Bucks. Like, what's the highest total? Like, this 1,600 yards in 81 is disgusting that we don't know that.
Yeah, but it's 1981, bro. Who?
But I mean, that's a lot of yards. I feel like we're gonna know that name. We're gonna be like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Facts.
Like 1,700 yards for the Falcons. Like what?
1985. Christian Okoye didn't put up 1,400 yards.
But he did.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about him. Fullback. All right, we hit 75%, so I'm not mad at it. Any names you could throw out?
No. I'm named out, I think.
All right, let's see.
All right, here we go. Willis McGahee. God damn, fuck.
For two teams. Back
Damn
and forth. Leroy Kelly. I'm not mad. I missed that one. Carlos Hyde for the Texans and Lamar Miller.
Hyde and
Lamar Miller.
Damn, bro.
Damn. That's tough.
Dorsey Levens for the Packers.
Napoleon Kaufman. Who?
Mark
Larry
Van
Zonka. Larry Zonka. That's a Hall of Famer. Deuce McAllister.
Yep.
Jim Nance.
Willie Parker.
Willie
I would not
Parker.
have gotten them. What the hell? Charlie Gardner is on that list.
You said Gardner. I typed Gardner.
Ah.
But look at that.
Count us one.
Look at
We got
this.
76%. The average score is 59.
How beautiful.
Otis Armstrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's bad. I mean, we only missed like a couple on here that are like disgusting. Like, we should have gotten at least one of these two.
Yeah.
We should have gotten fucking Deuce McAllister and Larry Zonka.
That's how much we really don't give a shit about Houston Texans history, I guess, on this program.
Facts. Well, what history is there?
Yeah. I'm pissed about Willis McGahee because that's a dude right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a problem. But what are you going to do?
Well, oh well.
Yep. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
But hey, I don't care because football's back.
Yes. Football tomorrow.
That's all
Saturday.
that matters.
Not that. Well, I mean, technically, if you count high school and college football, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, football.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's super exciting.
Hell yeah.
Any last words you need to put out there?
I hope to God. Listen. I got kind of. I ain't gonna lie. I got grilled in the Bird's Eye View group chat. Shout out to Smitty and DV. He was kind of grilling me low key in the Bird's Eye View group chat because I was telling him that I'm concerned about this back end debacle for tomorrow, and
Good.
they're kind of calling me a hater.
They shouldn't. They should be worried. I'm worried. As someone that's not involved, you should be worried.
I'm worried. And listen, I told you. I know I can be a biased individual, but I'll keep it straight 100.
You picked against them this week. I'm
worried,
very proud
bro.
of you.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope we win I hope it's 38-7. I hope so, but bro, I just don't believe in Justin Evans and Terrell Edmonds.
No. And
like Reed Blankenship led our team in tackles. He's hurt. Where are we going to get the people in the second level and back end that are going to pick up the slack, bro?
No idea.
As much as you want to hate it on Reed Blankenship, it's a big blow.
I just think the propaganda is too much.
It's not, bro.
You gotta slow down.
7th in tackles
bro,
in the league.
Bro, people don't talk this much about Derwin James. You need to relax.
Is Derwin James 7th in tackles? I don't
Nobody's
think
a
so.
Dog. Nobody's a dog.
Facts. Yeah, I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I think we win. I don't want people thinking like they were thinking I was saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna lose. No. I think Jalen puts it on his back paws. Either way, I think we win. But I think Jettas, and Jordan Addison, and Hawkinson, how our linebackers and riddled secondary can kind of be got. I think it could keep things close. I hope I'm wrong though. I'll be rooting for my team I'll be decked out, going ham tomorrow. I hope I'm wrong.
Yep.
But I just want to say, for all y'all telling me that I'm hating, I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm not sitting out here and saying smoking that pack with Justin Evans and Edmonds in the back end, because that's a little it's concerning.
But hey, at least your season is still alive.
That is true. That's
going into
very
week
true,
2, at
bro.
least your season is alive.
Jalen Hurts gives us a chance to win every football game.
Yep.
I love that, man.
Well, with that being said, it's been the Day One podcast. We appreciate y'all listening in. Thank you so much for all the recent growth. We crossed 200 subscribers over the weekend. We're climbing to 300 already, up over 215. So thank you very much. Keep hitting that like button. Keep commenting. Keep subscribing. Watching the short content. We got to push out videos at some point. It was just we ain't had time recently.
Yep.
But I'm sure we'll make time in the future.
Yes.
So everybody lock in, because we ain't stopping now. We're only going to keep going. Thank you so much for listening. Whether you're on a boat, you're on a bus, you're on a plane, you can get internet anywhere.
Day One content.
Make sure you lock in, because Stephen A doesn't hold he can't hold my jock strap. Okay.
Skip.
So everybody lock in. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm Kyle. That's Anthony. I'm a depressed Jets fan. We'll see you later.
I'm an optimistic Eagles fan. I'm out. Peace.